Hey beauties, so this is part 3 of the entity spring clearing session. So we've gotten into thought gardening, we've gotten into ways to assess if there may be a being that you're in an unhealthy relationship with, whether that's physiologically, mentally, just different kind of ways that you are noticing that this is just needs to shift. And now we're getting into what is a next step that you can make. First, you have to remember that the philosophy I work with is one of compassion, curiosity, and mutual care. So if you have found out that this being is not getting their needs met vicariously through you in a way that feels good to you and is not reciprocal, and vice versa, you have to come to a place, or what I invite you to do is to believe that there is somewhere in this vast universe that they can have their needs met. And not just their baseline needs, that there's a place that this being can thrive. Because most likely they are actually living a hindered life with you, trying to, just the sheer act of having to manipulate, of having to siphon, of having to coerce, of having all these different ways. It's kind of like they're just reaching for scraps of energy and attention. So if we can believe that there's a place where they can truly have their needs met, and beyond that can actually thrive, then can we also believe that there's a way that we can open up, or that beings that have the bandwidth and capacity to open up a little doorway to that place can help us with them, with this relocation of this being. So in that process, I'm not going to get into the full different ways I do that, but you can kind of feel into that belief in yourself. And if you say yes, if you are willing to accept that that is possible, and you're willing to allow this being to feel that possibility, to feel almost like that rising sun of opportunity that they might not have believed was possible. They might have lost faith in, they might have just thought that wasn't going to happen, and you were the final resort. Then you can start there, because what happens is when this being starts to feel opportunity, when they start to feel that there's possibility, just that begins to shift